Hello everyone, welcome to Preterist Papers. My name is Patricia and this is the 41st discussion in our series and is titled Accuser of the Brothers. You can find this 2-page printable fact sheet at preteristpapers.com. A consistent theme that runs through the New Testament and is reported to have occurred during the war was the incessant false accusations by the wicked against the innocent. See Revelation 12 verses at the top of this document. Throughout his ministry, Jesus was surveilled, questioned, and accused. The accusers were motivated not by the pursuit of truth, but to suppress the truth and bolster their own position, actively seeking the death of Jesus. In number 2, Jesus let his disciples know they would be similarly treated, and we list a few examples. Many Bible students are not familiar, however, with the false accusations and execution of James the Just along with his associates. As we see in Acts 21, James, the half-brother of Jesus, was a devout and highly respected spiritual leader in the Jerusalem assembly. Because he was highly respected for his devotion to Yahweh by traditional Jews and Christians alike, his execution caused outrage in Jerusalem, and an appeal was made to the king and the governor, resulting in the high priest being deposed. As an aside, this suggests that Christianity had not been forced to separate, nor had it willingly separated from Judaism at this time. The split may not have occurred in Jerusalem until the man of lawlessness took control of the temple in AD 66, and the Christians fled Judea. Continuing on in time, in number 4, we have many examples from Josephus' Wars of the Jews of the guilty accusing the innocent. In 4a, Jesus of Gamaliel reported the Zealots used the pretense of holding court in surrounding towns and villages as a way to gain compliance with the war agenda, falsely accusing citizens and enriching themselves through theft and murder. In 4b, after killing the 2 high priests, whom we presume to be the 2 witnesses, the same behavior occurred within the walls of Jerusalem itself. Simply killing those who did not agree with the Zealots became boring. They devised trials, especially for the men of authority, dignity, and wealth. One example was the trial of Zacharias in 4e, a man of considerable influence who seems to have posed a threat to the rebels. Josephus reported that Zacharias hated wickedness, loved liberty, and was a man of considerable wealth, so, by definition, he was a target of the Zealots. In 4f, they organized 70 citizen judges to hear charges against Zacharias. But the judges took their job seriously and brought in a verdict of not guilty, quote, choosing rather to die themselves than to have his death laid at their door, unquote. Consequently, the citizen judges were severely abused by the rebels, and Zacharias was unceremoniously slaughtered and his body thrown over the temple wall in abject disdain for his life and the acquittal verdict. Murderous tyrants always contract paranoia, and the Zealots were no exception. In 4g, they became suspicious of behaviors of every kind and devised accusations against many in order to end their lives. Although we have only circumstantial evidence, we believe common sense dictates that there were many converts to faith in Messiah as the citizens of Jerusalem saw Jesus' very specific prophecies unfold around them. Apostles had been resident in Jerusalem for about 35 years, and it's very likely the citizens were quite knowledgeable of Jesus' detailed prophecies of imminent national judgment. What they began to experience under the Zealots would have likely made many cry out in repentance. They had missed Jesus' warning in Matthew 24, where he said, "When you see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains." However, we have plenty of statements from Josephus regarding the many individuals inside Jerusalem who were repulsed by the zealot beast and would rather die than join with such evil. We believe many of them could well be the ones who, in Revelation 7, came out of the great tribulation with robes washed clean in the blood of the Lamb. Our provisional understanding of the accusers of Revelation 12 is: the dragon, or accuser thrown down from heaven, was the Jewish authorities who lost power as the war began. Still active on earth and sea, however, were the murderous rebel accusers. The rescued woman represents Christians who fled the city before the war began, and the rest of her offspring, on whom the dragon made war, appears to us to be the Jews converted during the conflict. In this study, as in others, we have been startled at how explanatory of Revelation Josephus is. However, we invite scrutiny, criticism, and correction as we seek together for an accurate understanding of John's Apocalypse. Please check out the notes on this document. Thank you for listening. Shalom.